Okay guys, I am probably doing a YouTube video marathon because I just felt like it. So I have been dying to get a Chanel bag, and I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos and researching on the YouTube, even on the internet, different kind of material, different kind of hardware, what color, and blah blah blah. And I'm sure a lot of you who are watching my YouTube video right now is actually in the same position as I was a couple of years or a couple of months ago. So I actually went to this particular website which states all the Chanel bag prices around the world, and they will actually tell you where can you get it the cheapest. And fortunately for me, my country seemed to be the cheapest. So a Chanel Maxi flat bag in either Caviar or what's the other, lambskin leather is in the local currency of 24,400 ringgit, and the one in France is about 5160 euros. So it is actually cheaper here, but if you minus the VAT of what, 10%, 11% when you buy the bag in France, so after deductions the bag actually costs less in France than in my country. So I actually made a decision, a very bold decision, to travel halfway around the world, not just to get a bag, but to actually explore Europe. As some of you have seen my Europe trip, I went to a couple of countries, and of course mandatory trip to Paris, and I went to Printemps in Paris to get my Chanel bag. So she is a couple of weeks old. I've used her already, so it's not going to be an unboxing. So it's probably just going to be one of those review videos. And I wasn't sure whether I was going to get her in Caviar or lambskin or gold hardware or silver hardware, but in the end, when I tried out all the different sizes, all the different hardware, I decided to go with the Maxi in Caviar leather and in gold hardware. So just like everyone else, this is a box, and comes in this dust bag. And I actually did a unboxing video, but something went wrong with the video. So anyway guys, this is my Chanel flat bag maxi size in Caviar leather, and I got her in gold hardware. And I felt that for my particular build, I am 5'7.5", so I am kind of tall, and I am not exactly one of those skinny kind of body physics. So I knew that I was going to get something more substantial like a maxi, but it had to be a minimum of a jumbo. But when I held on to the jumbo and then a maxi on the other shoulder, I felt that the maxi actually suited me better, and hence I got a maxi. And then regarding whether to get Caviar or lambskin, when I saw the two leathers side by side, now of course this is my own personal opinion, but I did feel that the Caviar was shinier. The lambskin was sort of a little bit more dull, but of course the lambskin was very smooth, and this is very pebbled. and I think that the reason I got the Caviar was because of the shininess, and the pebbled look really appealed to me personally. And I also felt that this kind of leather being more durable, even the SA in the Paris shop said that lambskin was super delicate, and I didn't want to take a chance, and I actually hope to get more Chanel bags in the future, but for the current time I really wanted a Maxi in a Caviar leather. So I'm pretty stoked about getting this particular bag. I am beyond words. I feel so blessed. I feel a myriad of emotions, to tell you the truth. Of course, I can't tell you exactly, like they'll be full of peeps and, you know, censorship, but I really wanted this bag. I mean, I watched so many YouTube videos, it was driving me crazy, and even at work I was just thinking about Chanel. So I finally got her. I'm so happy, and I took her out yesterday for the first time to be used in public. And so my opinion about the weight, I think that she's fine. If you're going to put heavy stuff in there, obviously the bag is going to be heavy. So I don't understand why some people say it is going to be heavy. It's leather, you have hardware. I mean, no brainer, right? So it's going to weigh a little bit. So I do recommend people trying on before they actually buy the bag, you know, and see whether they're comfortable with it. The strap length is ideal for me. I held it single strap, double strap. I felt fine. And the reason I got gold is because I am a gold girl. I mean, I personally like the silver, but for this particular bag, I personally liked gold on her. So when I got her, I checked her, she was perfect. She never had any scratches, and you know, the Chanel lock had all the blue plastic wraps, and she was pristine, she was virginal, and I just felt so happy. Then when I looked inside and I was checking the straps, I realized that, you know, a lot of YouTubers talking about the Chanel bags, they never actually talk about the straps. So this threw me off a little bit about the strap. Now, of course, the strap has got leather going through it, and it's entwined and, you know, whatnot. So you would expect it to be somehow, you know, sutured back very pristinely. But I've got to say that the way they actually linked this entire leather together was a little bit rough for me, all right? So if you can see here, they actually went in and then came out. I guess that this makes the leather less likely to, you know, unfold itself from the metal clasp. I think so, but I just felt that for the amount of money you paid for this bag, they could have found a much better solution to this. So I think that they could have, you know, in the end just touch those two ends of leather together and suture them or stitch them together, instead of, you know, going in like that and out like that again. So it did look a little bit rough, and not just cosmetically, because the leather went in and then out again. This part of the strap is thicker, so whenever you want to, you know, do this from a single strap to a double strap, the part that's thicker does get snagged a little bit at the rings here. Okay, now I mean, she's beautiful. No, there's no question about it, okay? Now, another thing I just had like a peeve of me was this zipper here. Now this zipper here, I saw some YouTubers talking about how it causes an indentation onto the top flap here. So I would recommend that anyone who got this bag know that this will probably cause an indentation down here, and to prevent that, or to, you know, sort of delay that from happening, or to reduce the intensity of the depth of, or the imprint of the zipper on this, probably just put in something, you know, to, you know, buffer this zipper so that it doesn't press on this so much when you keep the bag, when you're not using the bag. Of course, when you're using the bag, you can't be putting something there unless you're innovative. So as usual, you know, it comes in 2 compartments, and size wise, I did feel that this bag was a little bit small for me. I am more used to slightly bigger bags, so I could only put in my wallet, which is one of those, you know, zip wallets, and my cosmetic pouch and my sunglasses, and probably that's all I could put it in, because I didn't want to overstuff it and that caused it to be heavy and blah blah blah. So when you do buy this bag, even in a Maxi, it does have its limits on the amount of things that you put in. Of course, you see all those videos about what's in my bag, and don't you realize that they really stuff their bags like, I don't know. So it's just me, but otherwise she's lovely. I love her. I will never sell her. I will always cherish this bag. And yesterday I actually went to Chanel store again, and I saw this Caviar leather in green, in the jumbo size with silver hardware, to die for. So that is probably going to be another 5-year plan. Let's see. But otherwise, if you are one of those who are thinking of getting a Chanel bag, let me just tell you this: just get it and make yourself happy, because life is short and you can always earn money back. Okay, bye guys, happy shopping.